Welcome to me and my uncle.
NFL Weekly Rundown, Week 2 of the 2025 season. Danny, you can be honest. You can hurt my feelings. How'd you enjoy Week 1?
It was pretty good except for the Bears-Vikings.
Well,
I was honestly really cheering for the Bears that game.
did you go to bed when the Bears had the lead? And did you see what happened on the replay? Did you watch the Vikings come back?
I watched one of their JJ McCarthy got a running touchdown that I saw the replay
A
of.
read option play, yep. He hit Jefferson for a touchdown. I forget who scored the other. Oh, Aaron Jones scored like a 30-yard catch, corner of the end zone.
Isn't he the running back?
He is, yeah, but they threw it deep to him and he caught it. The Bears just melted down. They had a pick six. I was feeling so good, and then no. And somebody told me this is just another crazy Bears-Vikings game. And I'm like, but it's not crazy because the Bears find every single way to lose. They will lose. It's bad.
Yeah.
But hey, for the Vikings, nice comeback. Gotta give credit to the coach, Kevin O'Connell. He changed everything in the fourth quarter. He just started running the ball. And you know what play action is? It's when you fake it to the running back and then throw it. They were working the play action game. And they just kicked the Bears' butt in the fourth quarter. And the Bears couldn't do anything. It was a bit of a shock to the system because it just turned. And you were mentioning you were surprised about what happened when Baltimore was beating Buffalo so bad in that Sunday night game. And then, whoa.
81 points out of that game.
Josh Allen, yeah. I think it was 16 points in the last 4 minutes or something like that. So that's pretty good. How about we'll talk about the other games as we go. I wanted to, before we catch up on our records for last week, I wanted to tell you a couple mistakes that I made. I called the Colts' other quarterback Andrew Richardson. His name is Anthony Richardson. I called the guy the Patriots drafted, Will Compton. His name is Will Campbell. He's an offensive lineman. So I had his first name right. And the first letter of his first name. And his position. So
The Lions, they have Jack Campbell and Dan Campbell.
Oh, yeah, two Campbells. I don't think they're related.
Yeah.
Okay, Mike Evans. I told you he had 10 years in a row to start his career with 1,000 yards. It's actually 11 years with 1,000 yards. And it ties Jerry Rice's record. A lot of people consider Jerry Rice to be the best player of all time. Only other thing I wanted to mention from last week is you said ties are pretty rare, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I looked it up. In the last 9 seasons, there have been 9 ties. So about 1 a year. Some years you get 2, some years you get none. I think last year there were actually none. So pretty rare when you just see about 1 a season. Do you want to hear your record from last week?
Sure. Did I beat you?
How about a dead heat? We are totally even on both the straight up record. We both went 10 wins, 6 losses. And against the spread, we both had 8 wins, 8 losses. But if you remember last year, I remember week 1 being a really hard week. So I think 10-6 for the first week of the season. I think we did pretty good. I feel okay about 10-6.
I went on the point spread, and last year you went on the point.
Just the regular straight up is what you call it, yeah. I did, and you won against the spread. So right now, through 1 week, 16 games, totally even. Your grandpa picked the games. He beat us on both, actually.
Really?
So I don't have his exact record with me, but I think he beat us by like 3 games. So he did really good. Okay, we're gonna we're recording here on Friday, the 12th of September. So we're actually recording after the Thursday night game that was played. But you texted me from Emmeline's phone, and iPad, okay. And I texted back so we knew what each other's scores were before the game kicked off.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us first what teams played?
Commanders, Packers.
And do you remember what your guess for the score was?
Like 20 or 28.
You actually said 28-27. You thought Washington would win. 28-27. And I went with Green Bay 31-17.
Wasn't the score like 18-21 or 28?
18-27, the Packers won. And what did you think of that game? You watched, right?
I mean, yeah, I watched. I think the Commanders definitely could have done way better. But the Packers, Jordan Love was looking pretty good.
I know.
Which I hate to say it.
It's
obviously.
true. It's just true, though.
But
Yeah, the other thing is, they don't have a great receiver. Like, they've got that guy, Dontavian Wicks. They've got Romeo Dobbs. They've got an okay, pretty good tight end, Tucker Kraft. None of those guys are superstars, but together,
they're
really good. And Josh Jacobs is really good. And Micah Parsons makes their defense dangerous. Jaden Daniels really didn't do a whole lot until, the third quarter or fourth quarter or something? I think he made it 17-10. But then the Packers I think they scored pretty easily, and then they got up 17, and it was just good night. So for this game, I actually won against the point spread, and I picked the winner. You lost against this point spread and didn't pick the winner. So I've got a 1-0 lead going into the games on Sunday, for whatever that's worth. But you've got 15 games to make up ground on me. Oh, this is going to be so painful to talk about, but what is the first game at noon? I want to close my eyes and not even watch.
Bears, Lions.
What do you believe about this game? What are your initial thoughts, feelings, observations?
Well, looking at the Lions last game, I actually don't think I watched that. Wasn't it Lions, Packers?
At Lambeau.
Who won?
Green Bay easily. I mean, it was 27-6, and I think they scored a garbage touchdown to make the final 27-13. So it really was not close.
Lions looking bad, I guess.
For one game.
Bears, on the other hand,
Kind of a roller coaster.
really good at the beginning, and then
Boom.
21 points
Bottom fell out.
for the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it was really, I would call that a collapse, meltdown, just not, you gotta find a way to finish. All teams talk about, let's finish. We gotta finish. Because if you don't finish, you know what happens? You lose. Okay, I'll give you a couple observations. Detroit could not move the ball against Green Bay. They just couldn't.
But you're probably happy about that because, they're playing the Bears.
Well, except I think the Packers' defense is a lot stronger than the Bears. So we'll see. Another interesting, the Lions scored 33 points a game last year, average. They only scored 13 last week, 20 points less. Do they miss their coach, who, oh, by the way, their offensive coach last year is now the Bears' head coach, Ben Johnson? Which leads me to, Dan Campbell said something this week, we will win this game. He pretty much guaranteed that they will win this game. Amon-Ra St. Brown said with some dirty words mixed in, he said, I would boo this coach. So Ben Johnson used to coach Amon-Ra St. Brown. Now that he's on the Bears, Amon-Ra's like, I want nothing to do with Ben Johnson. I hope you Lions fans boo him. I hope we crush and embarrass the Bears, is what Detroit is got in their heads.
So they're really pumped up for this.
They're pumped. They're mad because they lost. I'm afraid for the Bears. On the Bears side of things, like you already said, surrendered 21 straight points in the fourth quarter. There's no way to sugarcoat that. That is falling apart. And it's sad to see in the first game of the year. I saw more bad than I saw good from the Bears. So knowing all this, knowing that the Bears are slipping into a hornet's nest, you got something? No? I thought you were gonna. Okay. I did want to tell you, all-time records between these two division rivals. Bears 105, Lions 80, and 5 ties. So they've been playing for probably about 100 years. Maybe not quite, but 90-ish.
Wow. Bears looked pretty good until the end. Lions looked horrible
Pretty much.
until, well,
Kind of the whole game.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, as you said, Packers' defense is stronger than the
I
Bears.
think I have to admit that that is true, yeah.
But Bears had good defense until, the last quarter.
Until it mattered, right.
So, I don't really know about this game, but I guess now that you said, the Lions are really pumped up.
Yeah. It's a
I
tough
gotta
spot. Tough spot for the Bears.
Lions 31, Bears 28.
Okay. Well, sounds like the Bears will fight. Do you have I had a 6.5 point spread. I'm not sure why it went up.
I got 4.5.
So that was on Monday, and the last one I looked at last night, was actually Lions by 6.5. I'm afraid for the Bears. I'm afraid for Caleb Williams. I'm afraid for Ben Johnson, where his old buddy Dan Campbell just wants to embarrass him. I'm going to actually change my score and make it even worse for the Bears. I'm going to say Lions 31, Bears 10.
10.
10.
10.
I think they're going to be embarrassed. Embarrassed.
10.
10.
That's
10. Because it is hurtful, but you know what? I'm setting the bar low. I'm saying Bears score more than 10 points and give up less than 31, and I'll be kind of like, oh, look, you did better than I thought. But I feel like a game like what happened on Monday night, when you just fall apart on all fronts, and hey, it wasn't just the offense and the defense. Where were the special teams?
Yeah.
Miss a field goal, screw up the kickoff at the end. Every punt by the Vikings was returned like 25 yards. It wasn't good. It wasn't good on any single phase of the game. So that's why I'm saying Lions win by 21. And obviously I don't want that, but prove me wrong, Bears. Please, prove me wrong. And I will take the loss. I will celebrate if the Bears can actually pull this off. Okay. Good discussion on the Bears-Lions game. How about this interconference game?
Well, Rams Titans.
These teams actually played in a Super Bowl about 25 years ago when the Titans... No, it was the Tennessee
I would
Titans.
say sleeper.
Sleeper game?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, neither of these teams put up a lot of points last week. Rams did get the win over Houston, and Tennessee lost at Denver. What are you thinking on this one?
I'm just not going to watch it. So
Not going to watch it? Don't really care? I'll say a couple things about it. The Rams started slow, but Stafford did look healthy. He was having those back issues.
Isn't it like his 14th year?
2000. I bet more.
I would say it's 14 or 15.
Well, we're going to have some background noise, it sounds like. Stafford looked healthy. I think he's actually probably more like in his... Yeah, it's probably 14, 15,
Well,
16
the
or
game I
something like
watched
that.
before you came here
Yeah.
last year, it may have been filmed 2 years ago, but last year it said it was his 13th year.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's probably about 14.
Yeah, well then, yeah, that makes sense. So Stafford looked healthy. Cam Ward only passed for 112 yards, and then he was sacked 6 times, and they lost 50 yards on those sacks. So if you take into account the yards that he threw forward, but also the sack yardage, they only had 62 yards passing.
Really?
And you think about that, you could get 99 yards on one play, and they had 62 all game.
Wow.
So that's pretty weak. So knowing this, knowing the game's in Tennessee, so the Rams are on the road, but they're 5.5 point favorites. What do you think? What do you got for a score?
Titans 21, Rams 28.
Okay, I'm going to also have the Rams covering the point spread. I will say Rams 24 and Titans 13. And when these teams played in the Super Bowl 26 years ago, I think, it was 1999, do you know who won?
I would guess the Titans.
Actually, it was the Rams. Rams won by a touchdown, and they tackled a Titans receiver at the 1 yard line on the last play of the game.
So if they would have got it,
They probably would have kicked the extra point.
And it would have been a win.
Overtime, it would have been.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or do you think they would have won for the 2?
In 1999, I don't remember if they had 2-point conversions. I think they did, because that hasn't been a thing all the time. For some years, you could just kick an extra point. I think in that one they probably did have the chance to go for 2 if they would have scored, but he was clearly short of the end zone. He was obviously down at the 1. Okay, here's a game of teams that I know a couple years ago were 2 of your faves. I'm not sure if one of them is anymore.
Oh.
Your turn.
Jags,
That's your turn. Okay. Jags Bengals. Did you catch any of number 12 on the Jags playing on Sunday? Your guy, Heisman Trophy winner.
Oh. Yeah.
You know his name?
Travis Hunter.
Yep. Did you watch any of them?
He looked pretty good.
He caught 6 passes for 33 yards, which...
You can finish.
Yeah, 6 catches, 33 yards. He also played a few snaps of defense and had 1 tackle. And they think he'll play a little more defense this week. So, you were going to say something?
What I was going to say is I didn't watch a lot of Jaguars games because it got there was a weather delay.
Oh, there was a weather delay, and it was a big lead for the Jags. That game was not really close. Yeah, that weather delay.
That weather delay, when all of the other games were in the 4th or 3rd quarter.
And they just weren't even playing.
They were they either weren't playing or were at halftime.
Yeah, and then once the 3 o'clock game started, that one was starting to end.
Yeah.
Right? But it didn't get close, so it really wasn't anything that was worth watching.
Yeah.
A little bit on Cincinnati. Wow. Only 141 yards of offense, running and passing. And they still beat Cleveland. So for a team that usually starts slow, hey, at least they got a win, right? And I don't know if you checked, but we play each other in fantasy this week.
We do.
You've got Joe Burrow, and I've got Jamar Chase.
I'm cooked.
Well, I don't know. You're going to have to hope that Burrow throws to a lot of guys that aren't named Jamar Chase. And any catch that Chase makes, it's going to be Burrow gets those points too.
Has T. Higgins got trade yet?
No, he actually signed a deal with Cincinnati to stay. So
I thought he was probably going to get traded.
That was the rumor because it just didn't seem like they were going to find enough money to keep Burrow and Chase and T. Higgins and their best defensive player, Trey Hendrickson. Somehow, some way, they paid all those guys.
Wow.
So I wonder if everybody else is playing for free on that team because they don't. They spent a lot on those 4 guys. We're on game 4. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I talked a little bit about these teams. You got anything to share on the Bengals before you make your pick?
Last year they weren't the best team.
Started off slow. I think they lost 4 or 5 games to start the year.
But Jahmyr Gibbs was the best.
Or Chase.
Chase.
Yep. Jamar Chase.
What did I say?
Jahmyr Gibbs. You got a jersey of both those guys, so I can see how you might make a little mistake like that.
And so Jahmyr Gibbs, I think is
Jamar Chase. Come on, man, get it together.
Jamar Chase.
Take 3.
Jamar Chase.
You have it. You got it right.
Is looking good.
Boy, he only had 20 yards receiving, but none of the Bengals' offense did well.
So Joe Burrow needs to pass better.
I would say, yeah.
Jamar Chase needs to needs to run more when he gets the ball.
I think so.
And Yeah.
Don't you think they're kind of lucky in that they started with Cleveland and Jacksonville? I mean, boy, within that division, you could start against the Ravens and the Steelers, and that'd be tough. They get to start with Cleveland, Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Not exactly a tough start to the year. So, I think it's score time. What are you picking for this one? I've got Bengals by 3.5.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Bengals with Jamar Chase, 28, and Jaguars, 21.
Oh my. Take a look. What do I say?
28, 21?
Cincinnati, 28-21. Hey, great minds think alike.
Imagine we get it right.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
I don't think, because we have had a couple perfect scores where we guessed the right score, but never when we both did.
Yeah.
So that's good thinking. I'm with you on that one. Okay, we're on to game 5. This is a division rivalry in the AFC North.
Let me just say something blowout. Browns, Ravens.
So you say blowout, how come?
Browns suck, Ravens roll.
Okay, do you know that these are division rivals?
Yeah.
Do you know that the Baltimore Ravens actually moved from Cleveland? The Cleveland Browns were a team and they moved to Baltimore.
Yeah.
So Browns fans hate the Ravens. But listen to this score. Their all-time record, Ravens 37 wins, Browns only 15 wins.
Wow. So they're kind of new teams, I guess.
They're two of the newer teams. You're right.
One of the best quarterbacks for the Ravens.
Lamar Jackson. And boy, he played well in that game against the Bills, but
yeah,
then there was like a Derrick Henry fumble near the end.
Yeah.
And
if they would have held on to the ball more, I think they would have won.
I know. That's kind of like what happened.
81 points out of that game.
Yeah, that's a ton. That's a ton for an NFL game. But the late game meltdown, giving up 16 points in the last 4 minutes to Buffalo, they lost the game.
Yeah.
Now Cleveland, like we said with Cincinnati only had 141 yards against the Browns defense. That's a pretty good run, pretty good defensive effort by Myles Garrett and company. But their kicker missed an extra point, missed a field goal that would have given them the lead.
Yeah, I saw that. They had a pretty weird score, right?
17-16. Yeah, so it was low scoring and a pretty good game. Now Baltimore is the biggest favorite of this week. 11.5 point favorite is what
Not
I showed.
surprised.
Not surprising, considering.
I had 12.5.
Okay, I think it went down maybe a little. In a spot like this last year, I remember the Ravens were playing at home. They had lost their first game. They were playing the lowly Raiders. They were huge favorites against the Raiders, and they blew it and lost.
That was pretty crazy.
Pretty crazy. Will it be different this year? Will they beat an inferior team like the Browns like they should?
I can answer that question. Yes.
Okay, you say yes. What kind of score you got?
31, which obviously you know what team.
We'll go Baltimore.
Yeah. 14.
31-14. So, okay, I've got the same difference because you got a 17-point win. I'm going to say it's a 17-point win for the Ravens also, except I'm going to give each team an extra field goal. I'll say Baltimore 34, Browns 17. Okay.
So pretty close.
Pretty close game. We have another division rivalry. It is between AFC East teams.
Which, something I just recognized. Same amount of points projected for each of these games.
Oh.
45.5.
Okay.
Is what I have.
Yeah. They may have changed. I didn't really update those, I don't think. I just did. Do you have Buffalo by 6.5? Oops, I wasn't supposed to say that. Who's playing? It's your job to say who's
at
playing.
New York.
And do you have it as a 6.5 point spread for the Bills?
7.5.
7.5? Okay. We'll call it 6.5 because that's the most recent one. But you watched a little of the Sunday night game and you came away impressed with Buffalo?
Actually, I didn't watch any of it.
Oh, you didn't?
I think I was at football practice.
Okay. But boy, a lot of points. Looks like you're going to have to score a lot of points if you're going to beat Buffalo.
Yeah.
And maybe think about the Ravens. They scored 40 and they couldn't even beat the Bills.
which
So.
was crazy. So,
Yeah.
will Bills go all the way?
Oof. Boy, Josh Allen looked pretty darn good, I think.
And one thing that we forgot to do last time
Yeah.
we had this, say who we think was going to go
Super
to
Bowl.
the Super Bowl.
How about before we talk about this game, what would be, and I know it's 1 week, after the first game, so we saw a little bit, but what would be your Super Bowl pick today?
I'm going to go Buffalo.
Okay.
Buffalo and really hungry.
Well, we got a few more games to go before you can eat.
Maybe Philadelphia again. Commanders, well, they didn't look too good last game.
What about that team they played last game?
I hope not.
I hope not to. I'm gonna agree with you. I'll say Buffalo and Philly too. I'll match you because
I mean, NFC football isn't the best.
it's way. Don't you think that you think about the Bills, the Ravens, the Chiefs, maybe even the Chargers. I don't think the Steelers are on that
Maybe
level.
Bengals, but
Maybe Bengals if they could play some good defense. But that's a lot, especially the good quarterbacks are in the
Yeah.
AFC.
Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Patrick
Mahomes, Burrow
but Jaden Daniels isn't.
is in the other. You got Jalen Hurts. You got
Dak Prescott.
Dak, Love, Stafford.
You
So
mean hates?
hates. Yeah, I do mean hates.
Not love.
I hate Love. Okay. Well, now that we made our Super Bowl ideas or predictions, how about this game between the Bills traveling to the Meadowlands where the Jets played? Did you see any of the Jets game?
A little bit. Did
Fields?
they play the Steelers?
Yeah, they lost by 2, but Fields looked really good.
Yeah.
2 touchdown runs, 1 touchdown pass, but he was let down by his defense who could not stop Aaron Rodgers.
Which you probably hate.
I hate that too.
Who do you hate more? Aaron Rodgers or Jordan Hates?
I'm going to say Rodgers. Yeah.
I could see that.
He's just an awful human being.
Probably, I would say Jordan Hates for me.
Okay, I'm going to say the Packers as a whole I hate worse than the Steelers. But if I have to isolate my least favorite player in the entire league,
It would
it's
be
Aaron Rodgers. Maybe until he retires.
Who do you hate more? The whole Packers team
Okay,
or Aaron Rodgers?
Packers. Yeah. Packers are still at the bottom. If the Packers played the Steelers, which they do in like a month, I will cheer for the Steelers. But I guess I will hope that Aaron Rodgers does a lot of handoffs and maybe hurts his arm so he can't throw a lot.
Yeah.
We still got...
We're taking our time.
Yeah, we're taking our sweet time today. So, did I say that the all-time records between these division rivals? Buffalo has 70 wins. The Jets have 58 wins. Okay? Your mom's making eyes at us to get
Who
you
is she?
camouflaged. All right. Do you have anything more to add about this one, or do you have a score?
I think I'm gonna make the Bills score a little higher.
A little
It
more?
was 27. But
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Little higher one. Okay.
Okay.
What do you got?
Jets 14, Bills 38.
Oh, wow. Big blowout.
Yeah.
I will have Buffalo cover the point spread, but I'm going to say Buffalo 30 and the Jets 20. So, 10-point win, not the 24-point win you're predicting. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, boy, this looks like a dud in the AFC East. 2 teams that had disappointing performances.
I'm surprised one of the teams went super down.
And remember, they were my Super Bowl team last year?
Yeah, that was pretty tough.
They've just gone.
Yeah.
And who is that
Patriots,
team?
Dolphins.
Patriots, Dolphins, yeah. What do you think? What do you think about what these 2 teams did week 1?
Drake May didn't look too bad.
He was okay.
I would say he looked a little better than he played last year.
Not good enough to win, though. And the defense couldn't really stop Geno Smith for the Raiders.
And then you have the Dolphins.
Oof. It was 33-0 before they even, or it was 30-0 before they even scored.
Everyone thinks the Dolphins are going to be so good, but then they just go down.
Disappointing. And Tua, 2 interceptions and 1 fumble lost. You can't
Did
have.
they play the Colts?
Yeah, they did.
I saw that one where they missed it, and then the old Vikings got it, the pick six, and then did one of his crazy dances. Cameron Bynum.
Oh, he got a pick 6 for the
Or
Colts?
not a pick six,
But he intercepted it, and
he
then
did
because
get
he
an
was the
interception.
celebration. He was like the
he
celebration
has the
guy.
most crazy.
He takes the whole team into the end zone, and they do some weird dance. Or
On the TV, they said the Colts have to get used to his crazy dances.
I think so, yeah.
It was like on the floor, but like this.
Didn't seem like the Vikings missed him too much
Yeah.
on Monday night, though. But he is a good player, and he's a nice addition to the Colts defense.
And a nice dancing addition.
Yeah, definitely. These teams have played, because they're division rivals, over 100 times.
Who else is in their division?
Well, Buffalo and the Jets, yeah. So all those division teams are playing each other this week. The Dolphins have 64 wins all time, and the Patriots have 55 wins all time. So I don't really have any other notes to add to this one. You got a score?
Sleeper, probably.
Sleep. Yeah, this is
did
kind
not
of a
watch it.
snooze fest. Yeah, I would say. You got Dolphins by 1.5?
2.5.
Okay, we'll call it 1.5.
Dolphins, I'm gonna do 21. And Patriots 14.
Okay, I'm going to have the Patriots cover the point spread. I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be a snoozer like you think. But I will pick the Dolphins to win 17-16. Okay, we are through 2, 4, 6, 7 of the games. Here's the 8th game. It's between old division rivals, but they aren't rivals anymore. Hi, babe. Or M. I can't even see who that is.
I don't see anybody.
No, I don't either. That's
Yeah.
not even a
It's
distraction.
really, really quiet.
Yeah, quiet and not distracting whatsoever.
Yeah.
Okay.
No pink eye
No
black.
pink eye black, which is actually eye pink then, right?
Yeah.
It would be eye black.
No pink sweatshirt.
No. Okay. Well, what is this game between NFC foes?
49ers Saints.
Remember last week you said, oh, the 49ers were so injured last year, it just can't copy itself.
Yeah.
Who's hurt already?
George Kittle.
Hurt. Out 4 games. Oh, Brock Purdy. His
He's
toe,
hurt?
and I think something, maybe his arm. He's out for a
At
couple
least
games.
McCaffrey's healthy.
He didn't practice yesterday.
Seriously.
I don't know if he practiced today because I didn't check. But he is probably questionable for the game.
That's crazy.
So how ironic, like you just said last week, it just can't happen again, right? But now after 1 game, 3 of their top offensive stars are down. Ayuk's still out. The quarterback, since Purdy can't play, Mac Jones, the old Patriots quarterback, not very good. He played a little for the Jags last year. For New Orleans, they allowed the Cardinals to run for 146 yards, which is too much. And
With
now,
James Conner. Pretty
yeah,
good.
Connor, and Trey Benson was actually pretty good for them too. Spencer Rattler now has started 7 games. Oh, they've lost all 7 of them. So this is kind of a weird game because it's the Saints, who a lot of teams think are going to be the worst team in the league, against the 49ers, who have 3 of their stars on offense. Are at least 2 of them are missing the game, and if McCaffrey does, their best player is missing the game.
And then they're cooked. And who's
You
their
think
backup?
they'd be cooked?
Yeah.
They traded for Brian Robinson from the Commanders. They added him. He's a decent backup.
Yeah, so they don't have Jordan Mason anymore if McCaffrey gets injured.
Correct. So they'd have to turn it over to Brian Robinson for handoffs. So you got anything to add, or are you just gonna drop a score for this one?
27-21 Niners.
Okay. So do you have Niners by? Mine went down to 3.5 because of all the injuries.
9-7 exactly.
Oh wow, that changed a lot because of all the injuries that the Niners have. I think it's gonna be a snoozer because Niners are so banged up and the Saints stink. But I will stick with the 49ers 19 and the Saints 13. Okay, we are halfway home. Here's a game between NFC East rivals, a couple teams that lost their first game of the season.
Cowboys, Giants.
All-time record between these NFC East foes. Big discrepancy, and it's a little surprising, but I think it means the Giants stunk during the 60s and 70s. Cowboys 75 wins, Giants only 47 wins, and 2 ties. Do you have Cowboys by 5.5?
I have them by 3.5.
Okay, we'll move it up to 5.5. I'm not sure why it went up that high. Maybe the Giants have somebody hurt or something. I'm not totally sure.
Like Neighbors?
No, he's healthy, so I forget. I mean, it's still Russell Wilson. Maybe it's just because they played so bad on Sunday against Washington that they moved it up to 5.5. And Dallas, I thought they actually played the Eagles pretty close.
Yeah, they did a decent game.
Yeah, they were in it.
Who was it that was really good for the Eagles that spit on Dak Prescott?
Jalen Carter.
That's
Such a dumb move. He got kicked out before there was even one play.
Yeah.
It was the kickoff, and then he just gets it.
I have Eagles defense for both of my teams in fantasy.
Yeah, and with him being out, I think that helped Dallas a lot.
Yeah.
Because he is an impactful player. He's kind of what you would call a knucklehead, which means, come on, man, don't do things that are stupid. Just line up, get after Dak, or get after the guy they're handing off to, and go back to the huddle. Celebrate with your teammates, but you don't spit on somebody in any case. That's just terrible sportsmanship. It's gross. It's not smart.
You gotta have him playing if you want to win games, and they did win.
They did.
But if you want to be that Super Bowl winning team like last year, you gotta have all your players starting.
I agree. And you can't have players getting kicked out before even one snap.
Yeah. So if he doesn't act like a knucklehead, then he's good. But
He's good. Hey, did
He's
you
not
see?
playing.
Did you see? CeeDee Lamb had 7 catches for 110 yards.
I got him on my fantasy team.
He did pretty good, but he had 2 big drops on the last drive. That
Yeah.
really would have helped them. And the Giants allowed Washington to run for 220 yards, and Russell Wilson wasn't very good in his first game as a Giant either. So if we're picking a winner for this one, 2 teams that need one to get their first win of the year.
I'm going CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott over Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
21-14 Cowboys.
Okay. I'm going to also have the Cowboys covering the point spread. Cowboys 23, G-Men 13. That's the Giants. It's kind of a nickname for the G-Men. Or the G-Men is a nickname for the Giants. Okay, there's one more game at noon on Sunday.
Seahawks, Steelers.
Okay, these teams actually played in the Super Bowl maybe about 20 years ago. And the Steelers beat Seattle.
I feel like I've seen a few replays of that.
Yeah. Actually, the Bears wide receiver coach, Antoine Randall, was a wide receiver for the Steelers. He threw a touchdown on a trick play in that Super Bowl.
Didn't, I think it was the Steelers got it was probably another Super Bowl, but didn't one of the teams have a running play that would have won the game, but then they got super short? Like an inch?
That I don't exactly remember, but
I feel like it was either the Steelers or the Seahawks that.
okay. Yeah. Well, the Seahawks had an interception against the Patriots at the 1-yard line. Russell Wilson threw an interception when they were about to score.
Oh.
Maybe that was what you're thinking about. But we can talk about that maybe after the little show here. So, Pittsburgh, man, Aaron Rodgers, come on. I just thought he was done. And he throws for 4 touchdown passes against the Jets.
He can beat them, hopefully.
Yeah, well, Hopefully. Do we want Rodgers to beat him? I don't know. I don't.
Do you not like the Seahawks?
Oh, the Seahawks, I don't mind. I thought we were talking about Pittsburgh. Okay, yeah. I hope the Seahawks can do something good. In the second half of their game against the 49ers, both Sam Darnold and Jackson Smith and Jigba had big fumbles that the 49ers recovered that helped Seattle. Well, didn't help Seattle. It helped the Niners, and it hurt the Seahawks so that they lost. Do you have Steelers by 3.5?
2.5.
2.5. We'll call it 3.5. And what do you, if you want to just say the score, or what do you think about this one?
I think it's going to be a close game.
I've got a close game.
They don't have DK Metcalf anymore. I
Oh,
don't think.
speaking of which, DK Metcalf is now a Steeler.
Really?
He was a Seahawk, now he's
Oh,
Aaron
yeah.
Rodgers' favorite target for Pittsburgh.
And Steelers dropped George Pickens.
Mm-hmm.
So, Steelers gain one player and lose one player. So, I'm gonna have to put it as a close game, but I have Seahawks
Upset then.
21-20.
Okay, that is a real close game. I'll have the Seahawks also cover the point spread. This will be our first disagreement for the Sunday games, I think. I'm going to say Steelers, and I don't like it because you know it's my least favorite player in the league. But I think TJ Watt, Cameron Hayward, Jalen Ramsey, I think they're going to be...
almost get hurt, Cameron Hayward?
I think he was hurt in that game, and I think he came back. I'm pretty sure he came back. I'll say Steelers 23, Seahawks 20. We've got only 3 games at 3 o'clock. What is the first of them?
Broncos, Colts.
Hey, 2 teams that won their first game of the year. I will say Bo Nix was sloppy, though, against the Titans.
Yeah.
2 interceptions and a fumble lost. That's not usually winning football to have 3 turnovers by your quarterback.
But I think Bo Nix could get it done.
Yeah, well, they were lucky that they were playing a rookie quarterback and a pretty bad Titans team, and they were playing at home. So,
Who's Colts quarterback? That they-
Danny Dimes,
Oh, yeah.
Daniel Jones, and he played really well. Listen to this. The Colts, first team since 1977
Oh, yeah, I saw this. It popped up on the...
to score on every single drive. Every time they had the ball, they scored at least a field goal, possibly a touchdown. And that's Daniel Jones. Like, he was on the Vikings practice squad last year after the Giants cut him.
Yeah.
And now he's like, now I think they called him, what did they call him? They called him Indiana Jones was his nickname. Have you ever heard of the Indiana Jones movies?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now maybe that's his new nickname because he's finding ways to get it done. What are your thoughts about this game? Two teams that are looking for their second win.
I think the Broncos might get it done, you know.
Mike?
I think the Colts might get it done, you know.
It's kind of a tough one, and it's in Indy, so, you know, they've got that as an advantage. Making a change, maybe? Making it closer? Making it wider? What is he thinking?
I think this is an upset.
Do you have Denver by 1.5 as the spread?
3.5.
Yeah, it went down a little, and I don't really know why. But
I've got the upset.
let's hear it.
Indianapolis 28. Broncos 20.
Okay. I did not pick the upset, so it's going to be another one we're different on. I'm going to take the road team. I think Bo Nix is going to play a little bit better. I think Danny Dimes might play a little bit worse because the Broncos defense, let's face it, Patrick Surtain, I think his name is Nick Benito. They've got some good players on their defense. I'll take Denver 22, Colts 19. 5 games left. 5 games. What this one looks a little bit like a snoozer to me.
I actually have a close game.
Do you? Okay. It could still be a snoozer though.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Panthers, Cardinals.
Okay, you've heard me say it about Tua. You've heard me say it about Bo Nix. Bryce Young had a bad game against the Jags. 2 interceptions and a fumble lost. 3 turnovers by your quarterback. You don't win a lot of games playing like that. Arizona, listen to this stat. They have a chance to start the season 2-0 for the first time since 2021. And do you know what they did that year in 2021? They made the playoffs. So, if they get a win, 2-0, that's a pretty good recipe to have a chance to make the playoffs.
I mean, Panthers with Bryce Young is not seeming to work that well.
Not really.
Not looking.
Not promising so far. Yeah.
But Chuba Hubbard, as one of, I would say, maybe the better running backs.
I'm going to call him a top 15 running back. How does that sound? Is that fair? Would you put him higher than
Isn't
that?
there like 32 teams?
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
Kind of in the top half.
Yeah.
He's better than most teams' running backs, I think.
So, do you think he's better than James Conner?
I would say they're really close to each other. I kind of like Connor a little better, probably because he's on my fantasy team. So that's probably a little selfish. You know, Connor plays for maybe a little better of a team. A little better.
Cardinals were not that good of a team last year.
No, but Marvin Harrison Jr. had a good game, and he had kind of a bad rookie season.
So, well, he's still in his rookie contract.
Yep, he is.
But I have the Cardinals.
Me too.
I think the powerhouse James Conner.
I like that.
Powerhouse, I'm calling him.
Keep calling him a powerhouse. He's going to pound your fantasy team.
No. He's going to do horrible.
Oh, but are the
But
Cardinals
he's
still
gonna
going to
do
win?
good.
Okay.
So,
Do you have 7.5 as the spread?
4.5.
Oh, I think it went up. I don't know what's wrong with Carolina's players, but it moved.
I've got Cardinals 21. Panthers actually 20.
Oh, a close game. You got the Panthers covering the spread. I don't have the Panthers covering the spread. I've got the Cardinals winning, fairly handily. I'll call it 27-17. Birds.
Probably the
Red
Steelers.
Birds. Okay, here, oh boy. You talk about a big game, week 2. Does it get much bigger than this?
Well, last week.
Okay,
Buffalo.
but a repeat of the Super Bowl? Pretty big. Who is it?
So, after repeat of the Super Bowl, you probably know this.
But say it anyway.
Eagles, Chiefs.
Yeah. This game is in Kansas City. Philly crushed the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, if you remember.
Yeah.
And the Philly beat Dallas in a pretty close game to start the season on Thursday Night Football.
And what I kind of said for Dallas, if, what's his name again? Doesn't spit on...
Jalen Carter.
On Patrick Mahomes, which I
On
kinda
Dak
hope he does.
Prescott. I see. If you think he's going to spit on Patrick
I
Mahomes
hope
to
he
start
does.
this game?
I really, really hope
You know...
I hope all of the players spit on Patrick Mahomes.
Then they might all get kicked out of the game, and then who's going to play for the Eagles?
No, none of them will see.
Oh, the refs will
The
all be
refs will
dealing with
suck.
something else. Okay. Interesting prediction. One thing
The other players are going to be whining and yapping.
I see, and the refs will be dealing with that, and it'll distract them away from what Jalen Carter and everybody's doing. Okay. One thing I will say about Kansas City, they were losing the entire game against the Chiefs. Or against the Chargers.
Yeah.
Xavier Worthy dislocated his shoulder. Travis Kelce just ran into him, and Worthy hurt his shoulder. I don't know if he's going to play. They're talking about maybe they'll put a brace on it or something, and he'll go out there and play. Sounds to me like I don't know that we'll see Xavier Worthy playing on Sunday.
I mean, I like Xavier Worthy, and I think he could get traded because I don't like the Chiefs. So, I kind of hope he's going to play. But obviously, I want Philly to win this game.
Mm-hmm.
And Philly's probably going to win this game if Xavier's not in it.
Okay.
So, I've got the Eagles covering.
1.5 point spread?
No, I think I have the Chiefs covering
You
it.
do, yeah. You do.
Eagles 31, Chiefs 30.
Good insight. I am going to I don't think it's going to be as bad a blowout as the Super Bowl, but I expect the Eagles to win. I expect them to cover. I just think they're the better team. I'll say Eagles 27, Chiefs 17. Now, if knucklehead Jalen Carter does something stupid before he even plays one game, I wish I could change my pick at that point. But I'm going to assume that the coaches are going to say, hey, Jalen, no spit.
Get out.
In fact, if you're going to spit over there. Not near Dak Prescott or not near Patrick Mahomes this week. He might be facing a suspension if he does it again. You don't want to see a guy make the same dumb, unsportsmanlike move 2 weeks in a row. That would be pretty dumb.
So
Here's you picked the game, right? Yeah. We're on to the Sunday night game, and it might have some particular interest to you.
Falcons at Vikings.
Skull, right? Purple, do you have them as a 3.5 point favorite?
4.5.
Yeah, it went down, and I don't know. Oh, you know what? Blake Cashman's hurt for the Vikings.
Oh.
Van Ginkel's not going to play for the Vikings.
Why not?
He must have gotten hurt. Yeah, I didn't see it, but he's going to miss the game. And I don't know about Darisaw, their all-world left tackle. He did not play against the Bears, so I'm not really certain if he's going to play. And it sounds like some of the Falcons guys, like Darnell Mooney, missed the game. Drake London got hurt. I think both of them are playing. So it sounds like the Falcons are kind of healthy. Vikings, not exactly healthy. Give me your thoughts. This is your team. What do you, one of your teams. So what do you got?
For the Falcons, Kirk isn't gonna feel so.
Well, he's not playing.
Well, yeah. So Kirk's not gonna feel super pumped up about this game.
No revenge.
Because he's not playing.
Yeah, he's holding the clipboard.
Michael Penix was never on the Vikings, obviously.
No, he looked good against Tampa. He put them in the lead in the fourth quarter, and he drove them into field goal range to try to tie the game, and then their kicker missed it. Younghoe Koo.
Yeah. Which I think Michael Penix did a good job.
He did for making like his fourth start or something like that. Yeah.
But
What about the guy who made his first start on Monday Night Football? How do you think he played?
Pretty good.
Wow. Well, yeah, it was
Pretty good.
3 quarters of junk,
And then
1
21
quarter of great. You know what? It was good enough that they called him NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Really?
JJ McCarthy.
Really?
3 touchdowns, 2 throwing, 1 running.
I'm surprised it's not Allen or Lamar.
Well, they're AFC.
Oh.
So, yeah, I think the guys he would have been up against were like Hurts, Love, maybe the rookie receiver from Tampa, Emeka Egbuka.
Jaden didn't do that good.
Not that great. I mean, so it really wasn't great competition he was up against. Like what you said, the star quarterbacks at least are in the AFC.
Yeah.
Maybe JJ can get his name up there among the NFC quarterbacks if he keeps playing this well. You seem hesitant.
So, obviously, I'm rooting for the Vikes.
You know who I'm rooting for.
And I have them, but I have Falcons covering the point spread.
Okay, I don't.
Vikings, 28. Close game.
Yeah.
27 Falcons.
Oh, wow. Well, that'll be a good Sunday night game.
Yeah.
I'm going to have the game in the 20s as well. I think I've got it over the over-under. But I'm going to say Vikings 27 and Falcons 20. And if we see your mom, we got only 2 games left, but I don't see her. So, what is this? There are 2 Monday night games. What is the first kicking off at 6 o'clock our time?
My birthday.
Yeah, 2 games. They had 2 games specifically because they heard it was your birthday, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, this is all for you.
So my birthday, Monday, September 15th.
If it was, let's say this, If you had your choice of any 2 games being played on your birthday, who would you want to see play?
Bears, Vikings.
Oh, you would want to see that? You wouldn't want to just see the Bears play somebody they could crush,
Okay,
or the Vikings somebody they could crush?
Bears, Titans.
I like that.
And maybe Ravens, Bills, because I would want to see a blowout. Or probably Vikings, Bills, maybe.
Oh, you'd like to see
Or-
one good game and one just give the
Or-
Bears an easy one?
So probably, I would want to see the Bears play a good team and crush them.
That'd
But
be
I would
nice.
also want to see the Vikings against a pretty good team. Maybe Vikings and Philly.
Okay,
That would maybe be a good game.
that'd be a good game in the NFC. Okay, tell us what that 6 o'clock first Monday night game is.
Buccaneers, Texans, which, I don't have great games on my birthday, but that's okay.
Both teams won their division last year, so, last year they were good teams. Baker Mayfield, 3 touchdown passes, 2 went to the...
Did I say that?
You did, yep, Tampa, Houston. Baker threw 3 touchdowns, 2 to the rookie Emeka Egbuka from Ohio State.
Okay.
Houston is one of 3 teams that did not even score a touchdown last week. Do you know the other 2? I'll give you a hint. Rookie quarterback.
Oh,
Rookie quarterback with Tony Pollard and Calvin Ridley. And
CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud isn't a rookie anymore.
Nope, he's not. I'll tell you. The 3 teams that didn't score a touchdown last week: Houston, Giants, Titans.
Houston, Giants, Titans.
So the Giants and the Titans, nobody really thought was going to be good.
Yeah.
Texans. What happened? What happened, Stroud? I think I warned you last week. Like, who's he going to throw to? Diggs, gone. Mixon, hurt. Tank Dell. Mixon, hurt. Tank Dell, probably hurt for the year. It's like Nico Collins and Nick Chubb.
Honestly, I have something to say that's kind of fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
But, I kind of hate to say it, but I kind of love to say it. Surprisingly, Caleb Williams was better than CJ Stroud.
Really? On
I
your
would say
fantasy
that's
team?
kind of surprising, which is just top quarterbacks.
Yeah, well, the thing was, Caleb ran for a touchdown, right? So that's going to get you 6.
Yeah.
And Caleb threw for 1. And then when you think about C.J. Stroud, he didn't have any touchdowns
Well,
of any
no, that was
kind.
whole last year.
Oh, last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whole last year.
Stroud had a bad year. He had a great rookie year where everybody thought he was going to be the next star.
Yeah.
And then last year he was bad. And last week he was bad. And I just wonder, how is he going to really improve with the kind of weapons they have around him? Because they don't have weapons. I don't think. Nico Collins is it, to me.
I say he's probably going to get traded to a better team.
Stroud?
Maybe.
Oh, really?
Maybe like Jags.
Okay. They don't usually... Well, the one thing about that would be trading within the division, which
Yeah.
they probably wouldn't do. And most teams...
But they did do that, like, for the Vikings when they traded Aaron Jones.
Well, that wasn't actually a trade. That was more free agency. Like, the
was?
Packers, the contract for Jones expired, so then
Oh.
he could go to any team he wanted, and he picked the Vikings.
Really?
Maybe to get back at the Packers. It could be. Like, hey, I want revenge, so I want to play these guys that didn't pay me. Okay. Well, we talked a little about Stroud. We talked a little Baker. So you got any other impressions about this one?
Mike Evans, tall, big, huge, easily can catch.
Just gets
Just
pretty.
throw it up, caught it.
And you can count on him for 1,000 yards a season, which is
Yeah.
about 60 yards a game or something like that, which isn't huge weeks, but it means that some weeks you have 90, some weeks you have 30, some weeks you have 60,
Yeah.
always producing.
So Mike Evans, I think, is going to do great. And I have them 31-27 Bucks.
Okay, I'm going to go Bucks 24, Texans 20, and we were on our final game. Oh, he wants you to move over. I wonder if you're on the camera. Okay, he's kind of squirming. Well, hopefully you were on the camera for most of the program. Last game, Monday Night Football. They kick off at 9 p.m. Division rivals. Who is it?
Chargers, Raiders.
All-time record between these teams, Raiders 69, Chargers 60, and 2 ties. So give me what you got for this one.
Justin Herbert looked pretty good last week.
He looked great against the Chiefs,
Great.
I thought, on
A
YouTube.
few good runs, a few good passes.
Mm-hmm.
Ladd McConkey did okay.
Pretty quiet game. They more threw to that guy Quentin Johnston, their other
Yeah.
receiver. He had 2 touchdowns.
Keenan Allen's back on the team.
Back, I saw him have a big drop, but I think they threw to him quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you have the Raiders, which Max Crosby is getting, I would say, worse.
Oh, really?
Really.
Okay. Ashton Genty, he had 19 carries, which is kind of a lot, for only 38 yards. He did score his touchdown in his first NFL game. I'm going to give you a similar stat for the Raiders as I did the Cardinals. The Raiders have not started 2-0 since 2021. And just like the Cardinals, that year they made the playoffs. But the Raiders have a tougher task. Can they beat the Chargers in Vegas on Monday night? Can they? I mean, they could. Will they?
I don't know.
Let's hear it.
I have Chargers 28 and Raiders 21.
Okay. I'm going to have the Raiders cover the point spread, but the Chargers win the game. I've got a 3.5 point spread for the Chargers. Is that what you got? Yeah. Chargers 24, Raiders 21. And that is all she wrote for week 2.
Okay.
You are going to a high school football game tonight. I hope it doesn't rain on you. Are you stoked for it?
Yeah.
Are the Skippers the best team in the state?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But okay.
Like the second.
You know what we forgot to do last week is the Caleb Williams. So let's hope our picks are good. Let's hope that the Bears can shock the world and walk into that Hornets nest at Ford Field and beat the Lions, even though neither of us are predicting it. Thanks for watching, everybody. We have 60 subscribers. We had 70 views. We're on fire. Our new logo is up on the website on YouTube, the Me and My Uncle logo. So we're cooking with gas.
Yeah.
Let's kick butt this week. All right.
Get the game that we agreed on, right?
Yeah, the one. Which did we pick the right score on, or the same score? I think it was
Was it?
Cincinnati, 28-21, or
I have
Yeah.
28.
yeah, that's the one that's the same. Okay, cool. Next week, people. Thank you.
Great.